Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ryan Nordahl here, Epic Whitetail Habitat LLC. Today I'm sitting in an early season setup that I have here on my home property. We got does and fawns that are going to be traveling through here. It's going to be a quick little hunt in here. Less than 5 minutes I can be hunting. I got my house just 100 yards away. Sneak up in here in the back door. Topography here definitely help hide us with our access and our egress out of here after the hunt in the evening. But the other great thing is we've got all of this nannyberry and hazelnut brush down below me. So I've got a lot of lower cover in here that's really going to conceal my movement in and out of this stand. And it's what you want to look for. You want to look for things that already exist to help you screen your access in and out at night. The worst thing that you can do, especially if you're hunting in ag country like I do a lot of, is it gets dark, you're hunting the edge of a major destination food source, especially like a alfalfa field, soybean field, and you exit your stand in the evening in the cover of darkness, those deer can still see you. And the last thing that you should be doing is alerting deer to your presence during hunting season. Because you'll go out the first night, you'll see all kinds of deer. There's no doubt about it. I've been there before. It's nothing to see, you know, 12 to 24 deer in a single sit, even more on my brother's farm. But in the past, it's been, you sit that first night, you have a great night when the conditions allow. I don't like being out there when it's hot. Yes, in the past, you know, I've got videos, you know, what to do when it's warm. Because I like to be in a stand just as much as the rest of you do that are watching this. But initially I'm waiting for that first good cold front in September to roll around before my first day occurs. After the start of the legal hunting season anyway, that is. I want to keep that clear. But this particular stand location, as I said in the beginning, is going to allow me to slip into the stand, slip out of the stand without being detected by deer whatsoever. Now, getting back to the ag field situation. What can I do if I don't have screening around that destination food source, that big ag field? Because I can't on my brother's farm. I can't have screening out around the fields. My brother, that's his income. That farm is his income. Those crops are his baby. And, you know, I just can't take up any room with switchgrass screening or an annual screening type. And, so what do? Well, if I'm hunting with a buddy, which normally I am, or if my dad is around, or my brother as well, I'll have them come back, and I'll shoot them a text message. I'll have them come back and pick me up with either a pickup or a tractor. They'll scare the deer off. The deer are going to relate to that farm equipment. That pickup is just normal activity because they're back there all the time anyway. The other thing I can do is I can slip out through the timber and take the long way out of there, which is a great strategy. I'm not alerting the deer to my presence out in the ag field. Because as a rule of thumb, and in theory, all the deer should be out in the ag field by that time that I want to get down after legal shooting time. And I'm exiting out the back door. And deer do not know that I have been there. They do not know that they're being hunted. That's the key, especially when it comes to mature bucks. They cannot know that they're being hunted. And that doe, that mature doe, she's your worst enemy. She's the smartest deer in the woods. It doesn't start with the mature buck. It starts with that mature doe. She knows everything. She knows what's up. You spook her once, could be the only time that it takes, and you've blown out your entire property. So, access, egress are the most important thing when it comes to a hunting strategy on any given property. Using topography, using natural vegetation, which I am here on my home property with this particular stand. I've got another stand that sets up the same way. We're using the natural topography, using the natural cover that already existed to help get us in and out of these stand locations. These are the simplest things that you can do, simplest things you can look for. They don't cost you a thing. A little bit of maintenance to come in, cut the grass like we did to get into this particular stand, cut any brush, get all the sticks out of the way like we did with our other stand access, and this could set up for a great slam dunk early season hunt, be it a doe hunt or mature buck that could be traveling between these two big oak ridges. For those of you that are new to my channel, my property is basically a big open pasture. I'm getting a lot of hardwood regeneration out here though, because it's not necessarily enrolled in any government CRP program, but we've let it go to just CRP. We've just let it go. It is what it is. I want total control of this. I don't want the government telling me what I can and cannot do here on my property, but it's a pass-through property. And what we're creating is a reason for the deer to slow down, to give us opportunity to kill these deer, to attract these deer through here. And we are setting up some little bit of hinge cut pockets that we can do here on this property, particularly here just east of my house. We've done a little hinge cutting. We're holding the doe family group or two up in here, and but the way this sets up for access and egress out of here, it's a slam dunk, and I know that it's going to work here this fall. It can work for you as well. Again, access and egress, they are the #1 key to a successful hunt this fall. Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't already, really appreciate you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. That way every time I upload a new video, you get that notification right away and you can check it out. Any of the products or tools you've seen me using in this video, you can always find links in the description below. And check out my other maintenance videos. You'll want to check those out as well in my playlist. Thanks for joining me. Good luck here. It's September, baby. Here in Wisconsin, we're just 2 weeks away. I know in Kentucky, from the time I'm filming this is September 1st. September 2nd in Kentucky, I've got a really good friend, and he's another habitat consultant down there in Kentucky, Sean Twitt, Mature Whitetail Strategies. Check him out if you haven't already. He's got a YouTube channel, Mature Whitetail Strategies. Go check that out. Tell him I sent you over there, Epic Whitetail Habitat LLC. Again, good luck with any of your remaining projects going on here in the month of September. And hey, keep living the dream. God bless you all. Thanks for joining me.